if you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of June 2017? Let's tune in and find out. So, Cancers, you know, you guys, we all love Cancers, right? You can be sensitive, you can be fun, you're nurturing. So this month, there may be some moments where you're going along really happily and then, you know, you get zinged by something. You know, it's life, right? But I feel like overall, it's a really good month and there's a really a good opportunity for you to get what you want. And you're also going to find that a lot of things are opening up for you, whether it's career, relationship, new opportunities to travel. It just feels like there's this big opening for you to be able to use your sensitivity in a way that is productive. So instead of feeling like, oh, I'm too sensitive, instead you'll embrace it and go, you know what, I'm sensitive for a reason and I know how to use it and I know when to use it. So I feel like there's going to be some spiritual awakening for you, or understanding anyway, about how to embrace your sensitivity and when and where to use it. And, you know, we also have the June 20th is the summer solstice. And it's the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and the shortest in the Southern Hemisphere, right? So it's their beginning of winter and ours beginning of summer here in the US. So, but for you, the Cancers, being able to connect this month with that energy of Mother Earth, to be able to nurture yourself, to be able to nurture others, and actually plant the seeds that, you know what, I'm going to use this in my favor. I'm going to use my sensitivity to be able to make a difference for myself and others, and really understand how that's going to look for you and what that means to you. It may be that you become more intuitive. It may mean that you stand up for yourself. It may mean that people don't get to take advantage of you anymore. It may be that you don't have to take advantage of other people because you feel safe in your own skin now. Maybe you're somebody who has the attitude that I strike first so that they don't strike me, right? And once you feel like you're in control of that sensitivity, you won't have to respond that way. So we have all these different ways that our mind works to kind of protect us and to move us in the right direction. And this month, I think you're going to get a lot of clarity about what the right way is for you to be able to embrace your sensitivity and to be able to own it and not be afraid of it and be fearless with that. So it'll be a really interesting and fulfilling month for you. So let's go to relationships. And for those of you that are in a committed relationship, let's see what is in store for you Cancers this month. Well, you know, you guys are really strong and you really know how to operate or connect with your partner. And I really feel this month is a playful month. There's some new information and new conversation that happens between the two of you. It may even be that you get down to a problem and you find that, you know, you're both able to see it and you'll be able to work through it. And this feels like it could be something that neither one of you's, or you've been avoiding, let's say, and it finally comes up to be talked about and to be able to be dealt with in a way that's very mature and loving. Be aware around June, the new moon in Cancer on June 23rd, a couple days before, a couple days after. That new moon energy in your sign can make you a little more sensitive, a little more weepy, a little more nostalgic, you know, just want to be careful so that you don't take it in, right? So somebody could say something innocently and you feel like it was directed at you. So you want to make sure that that's not going on, and you want to make sure that just that you can be a little tougher around those days and a little more sensitive to it's the energy for all the signs, not just yours. But of course it's going to hit you hardest, or it could, because it's in your sign of Cancer. So just be aware around that time frame that you might be a little more sensitive with your partner. And if you're somebody, like I said, that strikes first, it could be that you're the one who strikes them and that they are super sensitive, and maybe they're Pisces, right? And they're super sensitive and it doesn't go well. So just be aware around that new moon. You want to plant new and good positive energy. Okay, so let's go to single Cancers, what you can expect for the month of June. So there's really an opportunity for you guys to meet a good partner right now. And I see like a group for you to choose from. So I don't think you're going to be without a date. I don't think you're going to be without an opportunity. If you are, it's because you're not interested, or you already have what you want. So I definitely feel like there are individuals available, and I see them as a cluster on your path. So there's going to be more than one. So romance, you're going to have no problems with romance in June. There's going to be a lot of activity for you, a lot of people interested in getting to know you. And let me see if you, and I actually think that by the end of the month, you have it weeded out and down to one. So I do feel like you're able to choose or have somebody that feels really good to you by the end of the month, that you go, you know what, this one here is a keeper. I'm going to take this one. And I do feel like for you Cancers, if you want to be in a relationship by the end of the month, you'll actually have that. Very cool. All right, so now let's look at, there's a full moon in Sagittarius on June 9th, and let's see what that might have in store for you Cancers. So this is a lot of fun. It's a big energy. It's a big, carefree, easy energy. So expect to have like a big party that night. I think it's like a Friday night. Expect to be really, kind of like in your prime, just glowing from the inside out. It's a really lighthearted energy. Some of you could even have a really deeper spiritual connection that night, gain more understanding. We were talking about how you could gain more insights about your sensitivity and ways to embrace them. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a spiritual download that night or around that time, around that full moon, that helps to move you forward and project you correctly in life. So it's a really nice, fun, carefree energy. Now let's look at your money for the month for you Cancers. Well, I actually feel like you have a good month. I feel like there's money coming in for you. I feel like there's money for clothes, there's money for hair, there's money for, travel. So I don't feel like you're scarce in any way. And that could mean that, you're borrowing it from somebody else, but there's money there. So whatever your needs are, there's money available to you. Now, whether it's gifted to you or loaned to you, it is available for you. But I do feel like most of you are going to have your own money, and it's going to come in. There might even be some lump sums of money for your birthday that could come in, because I feel like it's gift. So I do feel like there's gift money coming in for you, whether it's your birthday or whether you're graduating or whether you've just, gotten a promotion at work or a bonus or had a great sales month, or you've just sold a house or a property or inherited something. There is some bonus money coming in for you this month that feels really good, really easy. It's what I call easy money, right? You didn't have to do anything. You just sort of showed up. And so I do feel like there's some easy money for you guys. All right, so let's look at your health for Cancers for this month. You need to have some patience with yourself, and there may be some things that are going on for you. Some of you may be having tired or, anemia. Some of, for the feminine, you may be dealing with hormone issues. You may be dealing with, your cycle being off. So there's some, I really feel like it has to do with blood. So, in the severe, it would be like leukemia or something like that. But in the mundane, it would be more like your cancer, your period being off. So whatever it is, it does feel like you need to go to a doctor and get it checked out or balanced. And I do feel like the results are there. And I do feel like you'll get what you need. So, and even if it's on the worst case of scenario, it feels like it's the best case of a worst case, right? So if you've got something going on, don't not go, because you're going to hear that it's much easier to deal with than you anticipate, okay? So don't not go because you're afraid. Better off to go, because it's going to be like a bump on the log, not a big deal at all. If you wait, it could turn into something severe, 6 months, 9 months down the road. So you don't want to do that. Just get in, get it handled, be done. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you Cancers. There is good news in that Jupiter, the planet of luck and beauty and good fortune, has been retrograde for months, and now it's finally moving forward in all the signs June 9th, but particularly in Libra, but it's moving forward for everybody June 9th. Take advantage of that. So you're going to start to feel like you just have more energy. You might be clearer in thinking. You might feel prettier. You might just feel, because you're sensitive, you're likely to notice that it's just not as heavy. Like things are easier and going well and just feeling better. And you might think it's because you've got a new boss or your boyfriend's treating you better or your girlfriend is, not giving you a hard time. But there's more than that. It really is the planet of Jupiter, good luck and fortune moving forward. So the last 2 weeks of June look great for everybody. All right, so let's see if there's anything else. We have the new moon in Cancer that we talked about June 23rd. So about being extra sensitive and careful around that time with other people's feelings and with your own feelings, and just having that, sensitivity that you might be a little more anxious, nervous, or tearful around that time. But it's also still a great time to inject what you want to have happen in your future, in your relationships, in your career, and anything. That's the time when you really want to take action and put in the energy of any project that you've got going forward, any career moves you want to make. That June 23rd forward for Cancers for the next 10 days. In particular, that's when you would reach out and make those phone calls and plant the positive seeds in all areas of your life. Start the right eating and routine and exercising and all those good things that you want to have happen for you. Okay, and let's see if there's anything unexpected for Cancers for the month of June. Yeah, you may find that somebody who's been like a distance past all of a sudden comes on super strong, and they come on super strong, like maybe they came on to you a couple months ago, and this feels like romance, right? And then they kind of fell off the face of the earth, and now they're back. Although it could also be a work situation where you were called in for an interview and then radio silence for 3 months, and now they're back and calling you up and say, hey, you know what? We did hire somebody else, they didn't work out, and now we want to hire you. Okay, are you free? Right? So it could be something like that coming in, or it could be somebody, if you're single, that a couple months ago was sort of, toying with your emotions, and they come back now super strong. And in fact, it's so strong, I sort of feel like you leaving back and go, whoa, that's not quite what I had in mind. So I don't know how open you're going to be to it if it's romance, because I feel like you may already have picked somebody by that end of the month there, or the unexpected towards the end of the month. But I also feel like if it's career, it could be really good for you. So just want to, cross the T's, dot the I's, check it out. Don't rush to make a decision, but it is an opportunity for you. You can say no for sure, but it also, if you look really close, it might be a good gem. It might be something really spectacular. So I'm really excited about it. Actually, as I get more into the energy, it reminds me of Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, right? Where, she hit the jackpot with him. And so it could be a situation like that, ladies. Or, this can work in reverse too for the guys. Could find the one. So anyway, there's this great, wonderful romantic energy that's connected to it as I get in closer. But it could be a job that you love as well. So I don't want to discount that it's only for romance, because I'm seeing that could cross over. Okay, all right, you guys, have a terrific month. It feels like you're going to have a lot of fun. There's a lot of carefree energy in this month. You are sensitive, but embrace it, own it, and it's going to go your way. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. We need sensitive people. The world's a little harsh, but you do need to have boundaries and stand up for yourself so that you don't feel like you're walked on and take things too personal. And I do think you're going to get the insight and clarity that's going to help you do that this month. So that's why I really feel like it's a terrific month for you guys. All right, have a wonderful month. Enjoy it. If you like my intuitive astrology, please share it with your friends. Click like. I love it when you comment below, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.